Hello.
You do the fucking introduction.
No, it's your channel. You do it.
This is going to take a very long time.
No, it's not.
Hello
and welcome.
Oh, you're such a dick.
Hello and welcome to the podcast.
Yeah.
Ta-da!
I think that's it. We're done.
See you next week.
No.
It's been a
Hey,
while.
everyone. Yeah, Chris and I have been busy on alternate weekends and we couldn't do it up until this weekend. So,
Here we are.
here we are, and we have Pokemon cards with us.
Yeah, a lot's happened in 2 weeks. That's supposed to made us mature, but
Supposed to made us.
yeah,
Supposed to made us talking good
yeah.
stuff.
But in fact, we seem to have
Can I-
regressed
can I
to our
just
10-year-old
open
self. No, you
these?
can't.
Because we
When we
got
talk,
booster-
when we talk about them, we'll open them. But we're not.
But we're talking about them now.
Well, do you want to explain why we've got them?
I don't know how to do that because I don't know the reason.
started when I was in Norwich.
All right.
And I bought a booster pack from a toy shop that I hadn't bought Pokemon cards from
Went to Langley's in
in
Norwich.
13, 14 years.
Mhm.
10, 11 years. An amount of years. And decided to buy some. Got back. Discussed it with Josh. Then we bought more. And now we've got quite a few.
Well, we were interested in actually playing the game.
Yeah.
I think that's the most important point to make because we didn't just want to collect loads of Pokemon cards. Although that's probably what will happen now.
Yeah, but we did sort of want to get a deck and actually play the trading card game.
Yeah. We remembered playing. We remembered trading the game, but we didn't play much of it because we were like 10 and we were rubbish at.
Who needs rules?
Exactly.
Mine beat yours.
Yeah,
And
that's how it worked in the
yeah.
playground, where there were no rules.
So now I would right. So we've already got a base pack each, and then a booster pack each. I've then got 2 more booster packs.
You got 2? I thought you only got 1.
I bought one yesterday, and then I bought that original pack
Ah, okay.
that made us buy the rest. So then we bought another pack today from our local toy dispensary,
Mm-hmm.
and now we shall open them. So you
Yeah.
listen to this opening noise and see what it is we have
Ooh.
gained.
Ooh, I like this one.
Right,
This-
hang on, don't. We'll go through one Pokemon at a time. What we've got.
All right, you
Right,
first.
Okay, I've got an Electrike, which is
that
quite.
like
It's the
a
one that evolves
tricycle,
into.
but with a battery attached?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. With tackling was a bit shit. Now,
Are we doing it alternate?
Yeah, after.
Okay, I've got a Rosalia, which is awesome because it's made of flowers.
Ooh. I've got a Magikarp.
You did actually
I
want
did
a
want a
Magic
Magikarp with Soggy Rush, which says flip a coin until you get tails. This attack does 10 damage times the number of heads. That could be incredibly powerful.
Could be, but won't. I got a Slackoth, which is it's just a sloth,
It's just a sloth, really, isn't it?
and yeah, it's pretty cool.
Okay. What else? Oh, a Gibble.
Really?
Yeah. With Sand Attack, which is a bit shit, and Knockaway, which seems quite good.
Yeah.
So that's decent.
I've got a Nincada, which evolves into awesome things, but obviously I don't have the thing it evolves into, so
So that's not so useful.
yeah. It has Dig though.
I've got Time Pole, which I've already got one of, but I also have I've got a what's its next evolution? Palpitoad. I've got one of them, so that's quite useful.
Pokemon. I have an Apom.
Oh, that's cool.
It is. It's like a monkey with a hand for a tail. It's entirely useless to me, but it's awesome.
I've got a Dino, which I've already got 2 of already, so that makes it my 3rd.
You're too cool for school, Chris.
You know,
You've got too many dinos.
you've got too many Magikarps.
Oh, bollocks.
Oh, you've got a shiny Magikarp.
Oh my god. I have 2 normal Magikarp, one of which is shiny. Why do I have 2? I don't even want... Chris, do you want this shiny Magikarp?
Might have to.
Okay, this is entirely getting off track, and I don't think anyone is particularly interested in this. So, let's
I'll
say that Pokemon
I'll trade you a
cards
plain
are awesome.
Magikarp for a shiny Magikarp.
No.
No? What about a plain Electrike?
No. I think this is a point...
Skip Plume. Because it's grass, and you have grass stuff.
No.
I'm happy. Are you happy?
Good.
I still want your Magikarp, though.
Well, unless you find something that I want. Yeah.
I might have something at home that you want. Anyway,
You know you've got something I want.
don't make this gay.
No?
Pokemon cards are cool.
Pokemon cards aren't cool, but I love them.
I think they're cool.
Yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh! I maintain is a better game, but Pokemon is still Pokemon, which makes it better.
Yeah, I can't get into Yu-Gi-Oh! We did try, but I don't enjoy it as much.
That's because we played a game that lasted like 2 minutes.
That I won.
Yeah. Anyway, Chris has been playing with tripods, so it's all over the place. I'm going to
Put that
tidy
somewhere.
that up.
Oh, good. You went to Birmingham.
I did go to Birmingham to see my girlfriend. That was fun.
And
We
began the end.
Yeah.
The beginning of the end.
The beginning of Chris is jealous because I won't be able to see him all the time because I'm going to be moving to Birmingham.
And therefore giving me nothing to do with my life.
Yep. Without me, his life is meaningless.
Yeah, I don't have anything to do, so I'm just organising. There we are.
He's organising his life via Pokemon cards.
But in coming back from something that is relevant to the podcast,
Oh, yeah?
in coming back from Birmingham, you brought with you a selection of teas.
I did. That was a present because my girlfriend, for some strange reason, actually listens to this. So, hi.
Hi, Lexi.
Hi.
So we've got an interesting selection which we'll have in our tea break, which is a bit early for now.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, we should going back on Pokemon cards very quickly.
Mm.
We did film us playing the game to see how sort of terrible in getting back into it we were.
Yeah, Chris,
and that will
Chris
be.
filmed it, and
I will
so
be
he's
sorting
gonna...
that out and eventually.
Yep, cool. Yeah.
So that is to come.
Yeah, we have an awesome selection of tea bags: orange, mango, and cinnamon, chamomile and spiced apple, African honeybush, mandarin and
Sorry.
Chris. Mandarin and orange, chamomile, honey and vanilla, rooibos. How do you say that? Rooibos.
Rooibos.
Rooibos. Strawberry and vanilla. Yeah, so that's the thing that we're going to try out.
I think I've already had the orange, mango, and cinnamon, but I did really like it, so I'm tempted to have it again. Although African, I don't know. What is a honey bush?
It's probably a bush that tastes like honey.
Chamomile and spiced apple, I think I'll have today.
Yeah, I tried that one the other day. That's good. That's
I
really
think we'll have to
good.
give that one a go.
Mm-hmm.
We were also talking very briefly about how Ash is really a terrible trainer.
I can't really say much on that topic because I never watched all that much of the show.
I went through a stage in uni where me and a friend of mine started from episode 1
Really?
and
Yeah.
watched through. I got as far as episodes get a bit jumpy just before Ash enters the Pokemon League in Kanto, so I might have to start again.
What
And
do you
just
mean
do
by
it again.
jumpy?
As in, you sort of lose track. But I prefer them once you have to get to the point where Ash's voice changes,
Oh yeah, they get another act.
which
don't they?
happens somewhere between getting Pikachu and Cerulean City, I think.
Oh really? That early?
It happens very early on, and then it's a while before it then changes again. But they do better in replacing him,
Mm-hmm.
so it's not quite as much of a bad thing.
Cool.
Looking at
We should
Pokemon
put down the
cards
Pokemon.
makes
Put
really
down the
good.
Pokemon. Put down the Pokemon.
When
cards.
I have just one last thing. When I went to look at the Beautyfly, all I saw was the bee and a wing, and I suddenly thought, "Oh my god, I've got a Butterfree!" But then it wasn't a Butterfree.
Wow, you sound like a constipated rhino when you did that. Please stop. Stop.
What?
Wow.
That spiked a lot.
It did. That. Wow.
You frown on me for saying that, but if you got a Butterfree in there, you would be more excited than a lot of Pokemon that you would get in that pack.
Oh yeah, definitely. I
Wanna rock and roll all night and party every day. Meow.
Yep. No, I have started an indie video games news
Yes,
show.
I think we touched on it before you'd done the first one, didn't we? In the last podcast. Years ago.
Did we?
That would have worked
I
out
don't-
about right.
I don't remember that.
I think we did. We might not have done. I could be completely wrong.
Yeah, I don't think we did. So I'm going to talk about it anyway.
Talk about it anyway.
So essentially, I go around the interwebs searching up topics that I want to talk about for 10, 15 minutes. And then I do that. And it's kind of a news and opinion thing, showing you what's going on and why and how I think it affects stuff.
Yeah.
It's just about independent video games sector of the industry.
There's one...
Which is my kind of interest, the bit I'm interested in most.
There's one from your first news bit. There's one of the games which we then played. The one that I essentially took it to be Heroin Hero from South Park.
Oh, yes, Proteus.
Heroin Hero.
Yeah, it's such a good, pretty game. It's got great music and everything. It's awesome.
It's very pretty, but I don't see the point.
Yeah, a lot of people have said that. It's not a game you spend... Or how I approached it is, I was like, oh, well, I'll play this for 20 minutes or something, and then I ended up playing it for 2 hours.
Yeah.
But thing is, after that, I don't then go back to it anytime soon. It's like, oh, that was nice.
I mean, when we played it for a long time, there are lots of different scenarios that can happen. But
yeah, it goes through seasons and different animals appear and different music and...
It is... I think I was just looking at it all the time going, this is Heroin Hero. which is Heroin Hero, for those who haven't seen the South Park episode, is a game which Stan plays when he gets sick of Guitar Hero, so he plays Heroin Hero to calm himself down and ends up getting addicted to it. And it's a game where you have to catch the dragon by injecting heroin, but you never catch the dragon. And there's a bit in this game where lots of like little lambs and things are running around, and you can chase the lambs and you can get very close to the lambs, but you never catch the lambs. and I was just like,
yeah, there are magical sprite things.
Come on, catch me.
Do they look like lambs to you?
I thought they looked like lambs.
I thought they were some kind of weird elf magic thingy.
I think they were supposed to be lambs.
All right, okay. Maybe.
But yeah, just couldn't get Heroin Hero out of my head.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. When is the next Pokemon? Fucking hell.
It's on the brain.
I've got Pokemon on the brain. When is the next South Park coming out?
It will be March time probably. And if it's as good as the last series, it's going to be fantastic, because the last series was really brilliant. Whether it will actually be a little bit well, no, it shouldn't be. It depends. There's every chance it could be a bit odd, because they might be having to spend more time coming to the UK just to keep an eye on the Book of Mormon.
Yeah, they've recently
so there's a good
opened
chance
that. They've recently opened that.
Yeah, there's a good chance it could be a dodgy series, but...
Nah, it'll be fine. It doesn't take them long to put them together, and it's always topical.
The Book of Mormon series wasn't amazing. There were some episodes... The series which they made while they were doing the Book of Mormon...
Oh, right.
...was a bit sort of... You could tell that they were worn out. And there were some episodes which were just not... Really, they just weren't funny. They were alright, but then when they got to the second half of the series, they made up for it with quite a few. Like, one of them in particular was the episode which was they did because they did Book of Mormon, the Broadway Bro Down one, where it turns out that like Andrew Lloyd Webber and Elton John are these massive bros, and they have to have bro offs, and and how there's subliminal messaging in in
the shows.
Yeah, so there's just
in the musicals
in the background you can just
blowjobs.
Blowjobs. We love blowjobs. It's subliminal messaging. Do you think we should put subliminal messaging in a podcast? Lexi listens, it could work out well for you.
Blowjobs!
Day blowjob day.
Oh dear.
She gonna kill you.
Probably. Oh dear. So yeah, Proteus. I've written a review of it on thegamejar.com, so I'll link that in the description, because they can plug all the things.
You can, but will you?
I don't know. If I'm not lazy enough.
Okay, that sounds like a plan. Should we have a tea break? It's a tea break time.
It is tea break time.
Right, let's have a tea break.
Tea break.
Hate it when you do that.
Chris loves the singing. It's tea break time with the Pokemon cards.
I will trade you for that Magikarp.
I will trade you not singing.
Floatzel.
No.
Why not? Floatzel's cool.
What else have you got that I can have?
Right.
No, I don't want any of your things. They're rubbish. I'm going to turn
You
this
can use
off.
draw in.
Hang on. Hello everyone, Josh here. I'm afraid due to technical difficulties, the next part of the podcast has been cut a couple of times. After we went back from the tea break, some of the audio became all and I don't know why and I can't fix it, so I'm afraid I've had to just cut those bits out because they sounded absolutely horrible. So, as I say, it's been cut a couple of times and it is entirely screws up the context of what we're saying. So I hope you enjoy that confusing moment. So enjoy, and I'll see you later. Yes, you were saying about chlamydia?
Yeah, I reckon if Ash and Misty were banging, if Ash bangs every woman he travels with, then he's responsible for a lot of the chlamydia outbreak in Kanto, Johto, and the rest of the Pokemon regions.
He has been all over the place, hasn't he?
You know, he's always picking up a new wench. So, well, thank you, Milo.
On some terrible.
Oh no, there are two more. Sorry, the second
bike
one.
Thing.
The second one.
What happens is, he's like, oh yeah, if I destroy this girl's bike, she's gonna have to hang around with me, and I guess that he's one of the guys that he can't immediately pick up girl. He's like, if she loses all hope, eventually she will have sex with me.
Well, I think it's whether he deliberately pissed off Pikachu. So so that it would be attacked by all those Spearows, so he'd have to take the bike. That's a long thought out play.
It's pretty clever if it is.
No.
Anyway, sorry.
The other two couples were Rosie and Jim. I think they were dolls, so I think we can rule them out. Alone on a boat.
They spent a lot of time together. Were they? The thing is, weren't they brother and sister?
Oh, they might be. Yeah, then no, we don't. Ash and Misty are maybe.
Could just be incest.
Rosie and Jim, no. The third couple is Gary Lineker and Claire Balding. I think we can rule that out, seeing as she's into a different sport to him. No, actually, I suppose technically they're into the same sport.
Just so you can pair them off.
Yeah.
And it really depends on how many you can fit in your mouth as well. I don't know. What kind of question is that?
I think the question is somehow some sort of pun on the phrase catch-22. Because maybe she was writing this question and saw a book over there that said catch-22 and was trying to make some sort of pun.
Oh, I missed that.
Sorry, lass. Josh missed that one. Yes, I think you should catch this 20-second ball. Anyway.
Oh, okay. Mr. Khan from Tunbridge Wells.
Oh, he's back again.
Yeah. He says, can you skateboard? If no, what is your favourite type of fish?
Okay. No, I can't skateboard.
So
I do like smoked salmon.
Yeah.
But then, halibut's nice.
I've recently acquired a taste for smoked mackerel. Smoked and peppered mackerel. Like with a baked potato, you kind of mush it up.
Yeah, no, that is nice.
It's good. It's really, really good.
Are we going fish or seafood?
You can stretch it to seafood if you want.
Do you like scallops?
Yeah, scallops cooked properly, because if they're not cooked in the middle, they can get really fishy and horrible.
Yeah.
And otherwise, if they're cooked too much, they can go really rubbery. But yeah, scallops are good. Scallops.
But I might have to put it down to smoked salmon, just because smoked salmon is pretty damn good.
Yeah.
It's a sexy food.
Sexy.
It's a sexy food.
Raw or cooked? Smoked. Obviously it's smoked, but raw or cooked?
The sort of stuff you get that you stick in sandwiches.
So raw?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Or actually any sort of sushi I quite like. Thank you, Mr. Khan. If I could skateboard, I would, and I would always dress as Mighty McFly, grabbing onto the back of things, singing "That the power of love," waving to people in, workout things. And
all right.
I would always do that. Well, thank you. Our last question comes from Tanya in Ohio.
That's a long question.
It's not that long.
Oh, okay.
Tanya's question is, if you could take the start, middle, and end of 3 films and squish them together to make a new film, what would the 3 films be, and what would you call it?
Oh.
Because I'm thinking you could stick together your 3 favourite films, but they might not work. You might have to sort of have 2 films you really like, and then stick in a rubbish film to link them together.
I haven't really thought this through, and it's fairly obvious and easy answer. But if you stuck the beginning of A New Hope, the middle of
Empire
Empires,
and
the end of Jedi, would that be a film? Could that work?
No. Because
No, 'cause you've got-
actually, because
you've
I
got
suppose
Luke leaving home.
Luke finds out about all
Luke
this
finding
stuff.
out about his father,
And then he
Luke
trains.
killing the and training,
and finds out about his
killing
father.
the
But when he
Emperor.
finds out about his father, that's more at the end of Empire than at the middle.
Yeah, I guess so.
I would go for the beginning of Back to the Future to the point where he goes back in time.
Mm-hmm.
I would then stick him back in time to and I'd then go for the middle of Empire. So when they're on Endor and all that stuff.
Okay.
And then I would go for the end of Lost World, Jurassic Park. so that then he goes back in time, appears on Endor, does all the stuff, fights the Empire.
And
He then goes off to go fight Vader.
And
But then
dinosaurs.
he appears in New York with the dinosaur, which then goes around New York. Oh, it's not New York actually; it's
Some city in
somewhere
America.
else. Anyway, yeah, I think that would flow. That could flow quite well. But what would I call it?
You could call it Vadosaurus.
Back to the Lost World Part 2, The Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I would pick. I'm trying to think of the beginning because I got the middle.
What would the middle and end be?
The middle would be the Goonies,
Right.
and the end would be Shaun of the Dead.
Right.
Where
Where do you start from the Goonies?
how do you start and go into the middle of the Goonies?
Wait,
then?
where are you starting in the Goonies?
In the Goonies, you probably start as they're going into the cave.
Right. So you need to get them to the cave in the beginning part of the film.
Yeah.
Um,
And then
you could, could you have
and then they go to a pub which sets on
Yeah.
fire, and then
could you have the beginning of
Django.
Indiana Jones where he runs out, where he's running from the boulder, runs out of a cave straight into another cave?
Or just that single scene.
Just that scene. Would that work?
Yeah, probably.
Run out of a cave into another cave.
What would I call it though? Probably
Or you could have one of
Spelunky pub.
a Batman a Batman film, and they go into the Batcave.
And then they find a pirate ship.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Somebody's replaced the Batmobile with this pirate ship. Oh, guys, let's go for a drink.
Hey, you guys. That would be Robin.
That was a thank you, Tanya. Oh, that was a very interesting
Who
question.
was that? Tanya.
That was Tanya from Ohio. So thank you very much, Tanya and Lass and Milo and Bleep Bloop and
Mr.
Mr.
Khan.
Khan, a regular listener by the sounds of it.
Mm.
Thank you for your interesting questions today. They were very
Yeah.
interesting and helpful.
Yeah, and with that, I think we should end it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's been a good podcast. It's been good being back talking to Chris after 2 weekends away from him.
Yeah.
Distance makes the heart fonder, etc., etc.
You know, when you piss off to Birmingham. Thanks, Lexi. I don't mean that.
We're actually looking at ways in which you can stay over for extended periods of time.
Wow, I can sleep on a sofa. I've slept on worse. You know, I'll bring Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
Can you do 3-way Pokemon battles?
You can do a 3-way.
I'm not having that
Pokemon
with
battle.
you and Lexi. You could, I suppose you could do, sort of like, you could do a double battle, couldn't you?
Probably. You
I
need
think
4
you
people
could.
for that.
Well, no, one person could just use 2 Pokemon. Like in the game where you
like
have
2
double
against
battles.
1,
Yeah.
but the other person has 1. Okay, we'll see.
Well, Lexi,
We'll
if you're
see.
interested,
we could have a
this is
three-way
my
Pokemon
this is my
battle.
form of contacting Lexi because
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't ever.
I should give
sort
you
of-
her phone number.
You know, I talk to her this way, and then she talks to you, and
Yeah.
then you tell it to me, then I tell her back in the podcast.
Okay. Well, thanks for listening, and goodbye.
Goodbye.
We've enjoyed our tea. It was nice. Thank
See,
you.
you're doing it again. You said thank you for
No,
your
no.
time, goodbye, and then you just started blabbering. Thank you for your time, goodbye.